if you think you're good, you're in trouble. If you really believe it, then prove it.
I think those famous words from Denzel Washington is something that I look up to now because I came across it on my TikTok page and it became something that I really wanted to talk about. Now, I don't take myself so seriously, not in the sense of I don't believe myself, more like I don't think that I have become the best. I don't think that I am the best. I don't think um, I am good enough. So it makes me want to keep trying to be perfect. It makes me want to try doing the hard work to be able to attain some kind of satisfaction with the kind of things that I do. I believe that I can be good enough. I believe that I can be the best, but I never see myself as the best. So I am in this um, constant wheel of trying to always outperform the previous tasks that's been given to me, outperform the previous work that I've done. So I think that is has been my constant. But I just wanted to, elaborate more on why it is important to keep on proving yourself. Instead of claiming that you're the best and instead of working towards giving out your best, you constantly think that your next work has to be better. So, like I said before, my creative journey is like a testament of how I am always trying to prove myself every day, trying to put out my best work. Yeah, in as much as I use content alone, but it's one of those things whereby I really understood where Denzel Washington was coming from. You can't just say you're the best. Though me as I am, I'm just a beginner. I'm still learning a whole lot of ropes, still trying to understand what's going on and how to navigate this journey. How do I become this creative director? How do I start this creative agency? It's been a lot, so it's more like for because let's use YouTube for example. I actually dumped YouTube for months, years. Like I wasn't really consistent in pushing out content and the rest of them. It was also difficult trying to reach a milestone. But for some reason this year I tasked myself. I was like, you know what? I have to put myself out there because the more I linger, the more I procrastinate on what I want to do, I end up losing out on the years I should have gained more experience, on the years I should have made more money too, because I was so scared to put myself out there. And for instance, I've had my little viral moment on YouTube here, short. Not much as it hasn't really gotten me anywhere, but I've had my viral moments here on TikTok also. Have my moment on TikTok too. So it just shows that you just have to be consistent on what you do. So consistency and proving yourself is a worthy process for you to get a better result. So in as much as you're doing your best, you still need to show up. You still need to prove that you can be better than the last thing you did. You can be better than the last work you did. So that's something that I'm proud of myself this past year is that I didn't give up on what it is I want to do. I'm still trying to navigate how it's going to be, what exactly it is going to be. But I'm so happy that every day I am putting myself out there. And the truth is that all it takes is just one idea. You just need one idea to prove yourself. It can be gotten from a song you listen to, from a quote you got from a book, from a film. It can be just a moment passing that you have that idea. And that idea could be the make or break it point. It doesn't, and the truth is that every idea as it comes out is a make or break it. You get, is going to be, is either going to flop or is going to be that very moment your life changes. And even if it flops, it doesn't mean that the idea was so bad. It just means that the world wasn't working in your favor at that particular point. But that idea is not a waste. Because by the time you take that idea that has flopped, take it back to the drawing board re-strategize and bring it out again, it becomes a whole new thing altogether, and people will enjoy that. Because it has happened to me so many times when I'm getting that I've made content before, had different ideas before, and it got me like just 5 4 views, and then months later, years later, even I go back to that content, I re-strategize, I did 1 or 2 things, and gives me one viral moment of just a 1000k follow, 1000k views. So, like I said, an idea is all it takes. You just need that idea. Once that idea is there, you don't have to keep it in one notes or lock it up in to be done list. It needs to be worked on, because one thing with an idea is that the moment it comes to you, it stays with you for a while. But then someone else does that idea and it doesn't become your own. But the only thing you can do is to gain inspiration from that and try to work on something, you still like an artist, if you get what I'm trying to say. So it's better for you to push out that idea, as messy as it is. People will relate to the messiness, people wouldn't click on it, but it doesn't matter. It's out there. It's your original, it's what you've done. And like I said, the next time you can strategize with that idea or another idea, you become 10 times better than what you did the last time. So yeah, that's the grind. The truth is that in the process of having an idea, pushing through with it, being your best at every given time, proving every moment what, there is a battle going on. Comparison. Comparison is a thief of joy. And the truth is that, yeah, it happens to the best of us. It happens to me. In fact, every single time that I press publish, it's amazing how the human mind works. Because we are now in a situation whereby we are pushed with different creative ideas, different content from different creators, and their work is top notch. I mean, it's like a whole new production. And some of them are just one man doing all this. And then here you are too, one man with little to no gears, and you're wondering how the hell did these people do this kind of shit? Like, why don't I get to that point? And it's true, and then you begin to doubt whatever you do, you begin to procrastinate, you try to make it as perfect as it can, but at the end of the day, you realize that because you've taken away the time you're supposed to put in yourself, in comparing yourself to others, you lose out on a lot of things. And sometimes we put a lot of pressure on ourselves, knowing that some of these people that you stumble upon on TikTok, Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube, whatever social media platforms you're working with, even on Substack, Medium for the writers like me, you realize people have had years of work. People are trained. You might just be someone with no traditional background at all. You're just dogging it with YouTube tutorials and some free courses online, and you're doing the best you could. You're putting yourself out there. In fact, that's the most important thing. But when you begin to compare yourself, you begin to diminish on the little you have done, on the best you have done. It takes a while for you to overcome that, because every artist has this inferiority complex, has this imposter syndrome, because we are human beings. We're always in constant unseen competition, if that's what you call it, because I don't really get it even from you. Like, wow, we're all trying to make it out of it. We're trying to, be that one creator who is, like the best. So I feel like that it needs to be like a lesson to us, is that we don't have to compare ourselves. We don't have to put a whole lot of pressure on ourselves. We can only as much get inspired, get motivated by other creatives. You can, like I said, still like an artist. If you haven't read that book, that was quite amazing for creators out there. You still like an artist. You copy like an artist. You get inspiration from an artist. You give credit to who credit is due. You understand? And with that in mind, you can be able to overcome this comparison messiness that it is, and put your best out there with the idea, that you have gotten. So yeah, like I said, or like the famous words of Denzel Washington says, if you think you're good, you're in trouble. But if you believe it, prove it. You have to constantly prove it. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, like this video, leave a comment down below and subscribe for more of Viakada. And I'll see you again next time. Bye.